is time tested. My goal today is to cover the fundamentals of how the compensation plan works, because no matter what business you are in, you should always be clear on how you are paid, how you are compensated. So why bother, you might ask? Well, firstly, the Arbonne Success Plan is designed to reward you for growing a strong and robust business. So knowing the plan means that you can really focus on helping your team, as well as yourself, of course, earn most from all your sales efforts. And secondly, it will give you more confidence in the Arbonne opportunity, and you'll be better equipped to answer questions with both prospects and your team members. So I'm just going to move forward. Now, throughout this particular training module in Business Boost program, I will be referring to the two key documents that you should have. These are the Success Plan for New Zealand and the Success Plan for Australia, both dated February 2017, and they should always be your source documents to go back to check any facts information. Also, during this training, I will be using Australian dollars when I mention dollar figures. So forgive me, my New Zealand friends. I'm sure you can do the conversion, and they're definitely all in the Success Plan document. If you need help locating these documents, then please ask your sponsor, your upline, or customer services. They can all help you with that. Okay, so if you ever watched a TV program called Dragon's Den, you'll be familiar with the expression, know your numbers. They always check that the people coming to them with business ideas have their numbers down pat. And the same should be for all of us. And really knowing the compensation plan is about knowing your numbers. But for a bit of fun, I've also got some 4 key elements of the compensation plan here with numbers, 4 steps to help build a successful Arbonne business, 4 ways to earn, 3 months or less to promote, and 3 generations deep. So we're just going to have a little journey through those to help bring some light onto the compensation plan. So kicking off with then 4 steps to help build a successful Arbonne business. And we have in Arbonne a 4-step promotion plan. So we all begin as independent consultants, and then the steps are promote to district manager, promote to area manager, promote to regional vice president, and then ultimately national vice president, whatever your goal is in growing an Arbonne business. And you do this through your own sales activity and through the sales activity of your success line as you promote through the compensation plan. So think of it like an ascending staircase, really, and each step is a different pay level in the compensation plan, and each level is assigned a percentage which denotes the maximum override you receive, and we'll cover exactly what an override is a bit later. So there are 2 key strengths I want to share with you about the Arbonne compensation plan. It, first of all, only has 4 levels. There are only 4 steps in this staircase. And many other network marketing companies and their compensation plans have numerous levels that you have to climb. And the second thing is you can have unlimited first generation managers or VPs direct to you. And these are called first generations. And these are independent consultants you've personally promoted in the business. And this means that your earnings are completely uncapped. And many other network marketing companies will limit your width. In Arbonne, no, we can go as wide as we like. And that's really exciting. And these advantages will be explained as I go through this training. So, 4 ways to earn. You'll recognise here, I'm sure you will, EMVPs Rosalind Bouguet and Trevor Covelli from the Arbonne Opportunity video that Arbonne produced. And they explain on that video there are 4 different ways you can earn in building an Arbonne business. And we're going to cut through those. Now, so the first one is commissions from product sales. So this is from personal product sales. And this is really where it starts with you. And if we think about this, we all have our own personal high-end business in the cloud, which is your own Arbonne online business. And what we do is we share the brand with people that we know and people we meet. And in doing so, we attract independent consultants, preferred clients, and retail clients. And if we look at the right-hand side of this picture here, we can see the clients and the preferred clients there. And with clients, these are people that will purchase from your Arbonne website or purchase directly from you. If they buy from the website, then they will get a, let's try that again. When they purchase from the website, you will get a 35% retail commission. Because they will be buying at the full SRP or suggested retail price. Or if you buy them yourself and sell them directly to the clients, then again you will keep the 35% discount that you are offered by Arbonne, and that will become your commission. So if you think of it this way, for every $100 that is ordered through your online shop, you will make $35 on client orders. Now, the second group of people that come in and these are personally sponsored preferred clients. These are people you personally introduced to the products, and they purchase direct from your own online website. And you will receive the difference between their discount, get a 20% discount for the loyalty program that the preferred client program is, and you'll get the 15% that remains of that 35%. So you'll get, in other words, for every $100 that are one of your own preferred clients orders, you will get $15 in commission. However, we must remember that you might think, well, I'm getting a little bit less commission from my preferred clients, but we love our preferred clients because they are ones that will have quite often more orders, and they will often have larger orders. And they help us by continuing to purchase products, generate repeat sales, and that helps bring a nice, strong, and stable business for yourself. So that's the retail commission side of things. And there's a few bits of terminology we need to be familiar with in the Arbonne compensation plan. And the first one is PQV, or personal qualifying volume. So your PQV is all the sales and orders purchased through your own Arbonne business. This is your own Arbonne shop in the cloud. And this is, so it'll be your orders, it'll be the orders of your clients, and the orders of your preferred clients. Qualifying volume, or QV for short, is a way of having a common measure for promoting up the levels in the success plan to make it fair and equitable across our global business, and also for earning things like interest. So it's a measure that is separate to the different currencies we have in our global business, and each product has a QB value allocated to it, and it's just a way of Arbonne being able to do those things like helping us promote and go on. Great incentives. So the second way that we earn is overrides. So if we have a look at overrides, and if we look now, we can see that the left-hand side of this diagram is starting to fill up. And you earn an override from the very start of your Arbonne business as an independent consultant. You can earn that if you do the right things, which is obviously building a business. So we look at the way you can earn commission from your personal sales to your preferred clients, and this is obviously through your own business in the cloud. But the exciting news, you can also earn by helping others to learn how to build their own Arbonne businesses. And that's one of the things we love about this business. It is about helping others. And when you sponsor independent consultants, and see here in this diagram, you sponsor 3 independent consultants on the left, you have opportunity to earn from their sales. So you can earn a 6% override on the override volume from the sales of all personally sponsored independent consultants when you have accumulated, in any single month, when you've accumulated 500 PQV, or personal qualifying volume. So all you've got to do is make sure that your shop does 500 PQV, and then you will earn the right to have 6% override on the sales of your personally sponsored independent consultants, which is pretty cool. Again, not all network marketing companies allow you to earn things like overrides from the get-go, but in Arbonne, we do. So we can see, if we come back to our staircase, we can see that as an independent consultant, you can really, from the ground floor, the month we start our business, we can, if we build our business, earn the opportunity to have a 6% override, as well as our retail commissions. Okay, so the third way that we can earn through the compensation plan is through the Mercedes-Benz cash bonus for regional and national vice presidents. The car! We all know about the car, and it's such an exciting feature of our compensation plan because it comes at the 3rd level. So you don't have to wait to get to the top. You can get it at regional vice president level. That's where you can first get this cash bonus. But equally, it means that you have something that is very tangible as evidence that this business works. So when you reach RVP or MVP level, you have the opportunity to earn a Mercedes-Benz cash bonus after you purchase or lease a white Mercedes-Benz. That's the way that works. And the figures for all that are in the compensation plan documents. And the fourth and final way that we can earn in the compensation plan are the cash bonuses that are available at every level. And so in addition to your retail and preferred client commissions and override, you can also, by achieving certain sales goals, get a cash bonus. And the exciting thing that's happened recently is the addition to the success plan of the independent consultant cash bonus of $125. And this is earned when you have a success line sales of 2,500 qualifying volume QB and a minimum of 2 new independent consultants or preferred clients, each of which will have accumulated at least 150 PQB in their start month. So that triggers your cash bonus. Obviously, you can do more than that, but that's where it comes in. And at every level, you can get a bonus. At district manager, you can get a $250 bonus for 5,000 qualifying volume and 5 new independent consultants per plans with 150 PQB accumulated in that month. And at area manager, it's $500 for 20,000 qualifying volume and 10 new independent consultants or preferred clients with 150 PQB in their start month. And at VP level, then it's $750 for 60,000 qualifying volume and 30 new independent consultants and preferred clients with 150 PQB in their start month. And this is earned for selling products and building our businesses, which is what we should be doing anyway. Oh, and by the way, in the cash bonuses, both the district manager and the area manager cash bonus are halfway to the next level. And they're put in there for a reason, because they want to encourage you to go for the bonus, because then you can see yourself working very solidly towards the next level. Okay, so now we want to understand the benefits of promoting to the next step. We're independent consultants, we want to set our goal on the next step, which is district manager. And when you promote to district manager, you swap your 6% override for an 8% override. So in a sense, you are earning more override as soon as you get to district manager. And you can continue to earn this override as long as you maintain your district. So here we have it. If you have a look at this diagram, you've promoted to district manager, and your central group now becomes a central district, which is depicted by the green box. So everything in that green box is your central district, and you'll earn 8% on all the orders within that green box, excluding special offers. Special offers are not included in overrides. So this includes everyone connected to you, including all independent consultants, clients, preferred clients in your central district. And this also includes your own personal orders. So you're now getting an override on your personal orders as well. So you do want to set your goal to promote to district manager. And of course, once you promote to DM, then you will also know how to help other people promote to district manager, which is part of the exciting aspect of this business. As I mentioned before, it's helping others to succeed as well. And Arbor will reward you for that. So how do we do it? Well, here's a diagram to help us. There are a number of things you need to do to promote to district manager. And you can do this in 3 months or less. So you can do it in 1 month. And if we look at the diagram here, you can see that there is a trigger qualification. So you need to do 2,500 QB or 1,000 PQB to go into qualification for district manager. And you can complete in 1 month. It's the only level, district manager is the only level that Arbor allowed to do it in 1 month, and people can and do it in 1 month. But you can choose to do it in 2 or 3 as well. And to complete in 1 month, then you'd need to have done 6,000 QB in that 1 month. So that would include your trigger qualifications. If you did 2,500 QB to get it going, or 1,000 PQB, they would be counted in that 6,000 QB that you need to do in that month to do it. You also need to ensure that you did 1,000 PQB in that month. So if you did 2,500 QB but hadn't done 1,000 PQB, you would need to make sure you did that by the end of the month to complete, and you'd definitely need to do 150 personal qualifying volume PQB as well. And again, the 150 PQB is taken care of in the 1,000 PQB. You don't have to do that on top of the 1,000 PQB. Okay, so that you can do in 1 month, and as I mentioned before, it is the only level that Arbor will allow you to do it, but you can do it in 2 months. So what happens in 2 months? Well, same trigger qualification, 2,500 QB or 1,000 PQB, and it's still 6,000 to complete over the 2 months. So cumulatively, you do 6,000 over the 2 months. You still need to do 1,000 PQB cumulatively over the qualification period of the 2 months. And you do need to do your 150 PQB in each month. But you also need to do 2,500 QB in your final month. So that's included in the 6,000 QB. But you couldn't, for example, do 4,000 QB in month 1 and 2,000 QB in month 2. Arbor would say that is a 6,000, but Arbor would want to see you finish on 2,500. And why did they do that? Because if you look up here, the maintenance requirement for district manager, once you have promoted district manager, to maintain that title is 2,500 QB. So Arbor want to see that you are doing that when you promote. So that is doing it in 2 months, and you can do it in 3 months. In 3 months, the same trigger qualification at the beginning, 2,500 QB, 1,000 PQB. But I will now ask you 7,500 QB over the 3 months, because if you've got longer to do it, that's cumulatively over the 3 months. Still got to do the 1,000 PQB, still got to do the 2,500 in the final month and still got to do your 150 PQV each month. And you will notice that the number of 2,500 QV comes up a couple of times, and we'll come to that in a second. Two things that can be missed when you're promoting to district manager, and this is something that you should be looking at, and your sponsor will probably be watching it as well, but it's your responsibility, so do make sure you check this, is the 1,000 PQV over the qualification period, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 months. Do check you've done that, and also the 150 PQV in each month. So, please double check those ones in particular. They sometimes can get missed. And I mentioned the 2,500. You'll see here that if you were going to promote over 3 months at every level in Arbonne, it is the same as 3 times the maintenance. So district manager level, the maintenance is 2,500, and 7,500. That's a 3-month cumulative figure to complete is 7,500, and so that's 3 times the maintenance level, and that's the same at every level. Okay, so that's how we promote up to district manager. But I know some of you will be having your eyes set on area manager. So how do we do area manager? Well, same sort of concepts, just slightly different numbers, obviously. So the trigger qualification is 10,000 QV, which is also the maintenance level. So you can see that number coming up again. And you cannot do it in 1 month. As I mentioned before, TN is the only level you can do in 1 month. So you can do it in 2 months. So Arbonne asks you to do 24,000 QV over the 2 months cumulatively. But remember, the final month figure kicks in. It's always the maintenance amount. It's 10,000 QV you need to do in your second month, which is included in the 24,000, but you need to do 10,000 in your second month at least. And you also need to do 2,500 QV in your central district. So this is a new one for area manager level. Arbonne asks you to make sure your central district is working effectively, and you need to do your 150 PQV. Now, a couple of things to focus on you need to watch that can be missed when you're promoting to area, so do check these. The one I've already mentioned, the 2,500 QV in your central district each month, but the other is you can only take 10,000 QV cumulatively from any district manager and their entire success line over the qualification period. And Arbonne do this because what they're looking to do is they're wanting to make sure that you're building a strong business with multiple legs, not just one strong leg. Again, maintenance is 10,000 QV, and area manager bonuses here is 20,000 QV and 10 times 150 PQV people coming in as new consultants or new preferred clients coming with 150 PQV in their start month, and that gives you your $500 bonus. Okay, so that's how we promote up to area, and you can hopefully see how this makes sense now with the staircase, because what happens when you get to area manager level, you still keep your 8% maximum override that you can get at district manager level, but you add on the 6%. We went from consultant to district manager, we swapped the 6 for 8. When we go from district manager to area manager, we keep our 8% at district and add on the 6 for area. So let's have a little look at how this works. So for this, I'm using some diagrams taken from an excellent training tool called the Basic Compensation Plan Training. You can see the title up here that you can get from the source. And this is to explore the relationship between depth of generations and width of generations at district manager level. Depth and width is an important ratio that you need to be aware of. And we're just going to have a little look at how this works. So let's take us back. Here you are, brand new promoted district manager, and you're busy growing your business, which is great. And here is you here. And you can see down here, these bubbles represent your consultants and your clients in your district. And what you're doing at this level, you're getting 8% on your entire district. So that's the grey bubbles. All of the orders that are flowing through your district, you will get an 8% override, excluding special offers, of course. Now, you do what you should be doing, which is helping your team to learn and become very effective at this business. And in doing so, you help one of your team promote out to district manager as well. And so these are called your first generation. So district managers that are directly promoted by yourself become your first generation. And you'll see that what happens here is that Arbonne will obviously allow you to continue to earn 8% on your central district, but you also earn a maximum of 8% override on your first generation district as well. So it's the same percentage, which is neat because we want to encourage you to promote out to district managers. Now then, let's see what happens if this district manager you promoted, your first generation, is also active and they're starting to model what you're doing and learning from you, and they also promote out somebody to the level of district manager. This level here becomes your second generation of district manager because they are two away from you. And you'll see that at this moment in time, you are not earning on their override. It's 0% override on your second generation because you remain as before, earning 8% override on your central district, 8% override on your first generation, but because you've only got one first generation district managers, you're only one wide, as we might call it, then you do not earn override on your second generation. So what you need to do, you need to help another one of your team in your central district promote to district manager, and here they are, they're promoted out here. And as soon as you are two wide, you can earn two levels deep. So this is an important ratio you need to be aware of, and you can see now you're getting 2%, and this is from the box over here on the left-hand side of this document. You're now earning 2% override on your second generation district. So you have to be as wide as you are deep to earn. If we follow this model through again, this leg's a very active leg. Obviously, they're really working hard here. And the second generation district manager now promotes someone from inside their central district out to district manager level as well. This becomes your third generation. You'll be ahead of me now because you'll be saying, I know why you're not earning anything on your third generation because you're only two wide and you're three deep. So you need then to promote a third district manager out directly from your central district. So you have a third first generation district manager, and then you'll be earning on your third generation district managers as well, 1%. And so again, it's a case of you need to be as wide as you are deep. Okay, so if you continue on, as I'm sure you all will do, and we hope you will, and we inspire you to do so, and promote to area manager, this diagram now shows what happens at this level. So you can see yourselves here. Here you are in your central district in the grey. Here are your first generation district managers, your second generation district manager, and your third generation district manager, and they all come into your central area, which is denoted by the pink bubble. And what happens here is that you will now add 6% override to everybody that is in your central area on top of what you're currently earning from them at the various levels of district manager. And the same principles apply at area manager level and all levels, that you need to be as wide first generation area managers to earn on third generation area managers. So what happens, the same thing, same principle as you need to keep building your team, helping them grow and promote to the next level, and then you are rewarded for that. By going wide, you then get paid deep as well. Okay, so hoping that now makes sense to how we see the 8 plus 6, that you're getting paid 8% on your central district, you add the 6% in that pink bubble when you become an area manager, and that happens at all the levels. Okay, so in summary, there's a chart that is in the compensation documents, the success plan documents that you can get from your source, the one I mentioned earlier, and in there this lays it out. You can see at a glance what you can earn in terms of commissions over here, and what you can earn in terms of overrides, starting with your central group overrides and independent consultant. And that is a monthly thing. You need to earn that each month. When you get to district and above, if you maintain as a paid as district manager, then you continue to earn your override levels, and same up to area, region, and nation. Also, if you look, nation is the only level that you can go 6 generations deep in terms of earnings. So you can earn up to 6 generations deep, but you would need to be 6 first generation national vice president wide. You'd have to promote to 6 national vice presidents to earn 6 deep, and obviously if you were 4 wide, you get 4 deep, and so on and so forth. Same principles apply in that situation. Okay, some great documents. I mentioned a couple at the moment that you can get from the source, which are very useful for yourself to refer to kind of consolidate the learning from this training, but also when you're working with your team and helping them learn. So I do recommend that you go to them and find them on the source and download them. And of course, this is the compensation plan, and so it's important to remember that there are no guarantees regarding income. The success or failure of independent consultants, like any other business, depends on each independent consultant's own skills and personal effort. You should not rely on the results of other independent consultants as an indication of what you should expect to earn. Actual financial results of all Arbonne independent consultants for the preceding year are contained in Arbonne's Independent Consultant Compensation Summary, or ICCS for short, which you can find on Arbonne's official website at iccs.arbonne.com. So you can go there to get that. And finally, I want to round up by saying, please think of the success plan as your business plan. All the steps here, not only do we get great products and great support from Arbonne, we also get a business plan, and here it is. So set your goals on your next level, decide to go there, be clear about what you need to do, create an income producing activity plan, then work that plan, and keep helping others to do the same. And together as a team, you will build a consumer network of brand loyal Arbonne customers and independent consultants growing their own businesses. And you repeat that until you reach national vice president level, and then we'll see you all in Maui. So, been a real pleasure and an honour to join you in Australia and New Zealand this evening. Have a fantastic week. Enjoy the remaining modules that are coming up on this exciting program. Take the information, use it, and build your business. And that's all from me. Take care and see you all soon, I hope.